Hey there, this is another quick one. I should be back to my usual longer videos like my Pro Macas on Canvas artwork, but at the moment this is all I could do this week and it's a little bit late, I'm sorry about that. But I thought I wanted to do some watercolour challenges on my Daily Rowney Aquafine watercolour postcard paper. This is hot pressed, and I used my Artist Blue masking fluid, and I found that on the hot pressed paper the masking fluid actually took some of the paper off when I peeled it off, and you'll see that in the close-up that I did, which was kind of annoying. But also the tape, I ran out of masking tape, so I had to use some washi tape to do the border around the paper, and unfortunately that also took a bit of the paper off, so in a few places there's a little bit of paper off, but after I did the painting and everything it seemed to look a little bit better and look more full on the paper. So what I did was I sketched out a kitten and some circles, and I masked the kitten in because some of that's going to be white, so I didn't want the colours from the background to get on that. And then after I'd masked that in, I put water all along the background and covered the whole paper in water. I should have actually stretched the paper and allowed water to soak into it, because it actually bowed towards the end and it's a little bit unflat. I can flatten it out easily, but it's just a bit annoying, so I should have stretched the paper first. Anyway, after putting the water on, I added just small amounts of paint to it and allowed it to kind of like fan out on the paper and blend and mix together. So you see me do this, and you see that because the paper's bowing, the paint's actually gathering along the edges. So off camera I used a piece of tissue and just dabbed it onto the edge of the paper, and that soaked up the excess water and paint, so then it wasn't gathering in the corners and causing bits to be darker than other parts. When this eventually dried, it actually turned out to be a bit more pastel-y than deep dark colours, which I actually preferred, so that was good. So when that dried, I peeled off my masking fluid, and again you see it take off a bit of the paper, and then I start to put in a bit of block colouring for the kitten, just a bit of greys, just to mask in the darker areas. I then work on the bubbles using white watercolour paper. These are my Winsor Newton travel watercolours, and also I had some tube Winsor Newton Cotman watercolours as well, which I used for the background. I added the white watercolour around the edges, and I just layered up loads of colour to make the colours within the bubble a little darker, so they almost look like they're being reflected a bit close to your view. And then I lined it with a bit of blue and then more white, and then I moved on to the kitten again, and I actually used some brush pens that I bought for my cheap art supply challenge from the Works, and they're actually really good because they're water based. I can mix them with the watercolours and they actually work out quite nice, and the brush isn't a thick nib. It's not like a Copic marker where it's all one piece of material in a shape of a brush. It's actually like a bristles from a paintbrush, and so when you separate them it created really good fur marks on the kitten. So I did that, and then I used my Posca white paint pens to line the bubbles some more and then create some more fur on the kitten and highlight the eye and the edges of the nose, and then I think that's pretty much all of it. So I think from doing this I learnt that using my masking fluid, I don't know if it's because it's cheaper masking fluid or not, didn't seem to agree with the hot press paper, and it seemed to peel off. And of course the other thing is I need to go and get some masking tape, because everything else rips. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please leave a comment if you do like this, and like I said, I should be moving on to my Pro Marker portraiture on canvas paper soon. So thank you very much for watching.